Hi friends, in last lecture we learned what is architecture and what is organization, what are the differences between the architecture and organization. In today's section we are going to learn what are the basic components of a computer, what are the functional units of a computer. It is a very basic concept. The major components are, the first one is CPU, means Central Processing Unit, and second one is main memory, or just we will call it as a memory, and the third component is IO components, and means input and output components. Now we will go in details. So in case of mainly CPU, or Central Processing Unit, contains two basic blocks. They are control unit and second one is ALU, Arithmetic Logic Unit, ALU. Control unit contains a set of registers or circuits to generate the control signals. When executing an instruction by CPU, those instructions are correctly interrupt and deliver the correct functionality to the CPU. It is the main function of the control unit. So the control unit has a set of registers and circuits to generate control signals. This is the control unit, and the second basic block of the Central Processing Unit is ALU, Arithmetic Logic Unit. The name itself tells it performs the arithmetic and logical operations within the CPU. Means ALU is responsible for performing arithmetic and logical operations within the CPU. Arithmetic operations means just like additions, subtractions, multiplications, etc. And logical operations means AND operation, or XOR, XNOR. These are comes under the logical operations. So the arithmetic and logical operations are going to be performed in arithmetic logic unit, which is comes under the CPU. Next, the second main component in computer is main memory, or just simply we will call it as a memory. It is the place where the instructions or data are to be stored temporarily, is known as a memory. So memory is the place where the instructions or data are to be stored temporarily, is known as a memory. Here the data or instructions are stored temporarily during the execution of a program. After the execution of a program, the memory is used for next program. So here where the memory works as a temporary memory. So main memory is a place to store data and instructions temporarily. Same memory is used for storing both the data and instructions. So we are using the same memory for storing the data and instructions. So we are not using separate memories for data and instructions. So memory contains a set of locations where the data is stored. Each location has its own unique address. All the locations are same. They are addressed sequentially. So each location has its own unique address. No two memory locations have the same address. So if we take this is as a memory, memory contains several locations. So each location is represented by using a unique address. So here we are using same memory for both data and instructions. So each and every location has its unique address. And next, third component is IO components, means input and output components. First we will learn about input module. So input module takes the data or instructions from the user and convert it to signals which is understood by a computer. So first we will learn about input module. Input module consists of some basic components that accept data and instructions in some form. It accepts the data and instructions and convert them into an internal form of signals usable by system. So input module takes the data or instructions from the user, means programmer, and convert it to the signals. Those signals are understood by a computer. This next one is output module. Output module is responsible for reporting the results to the user. It serves as a medium for displaying the results. So these three are the basic components of a computer system. Multiple input devices are connected to the CPU, and here input devices sends some data or instructions to CPU. Next, CPU will interact with main memory as well as display the result in output devices. Here the main important point is main memory cannot deal directly with the input devices unless there is a special case. So this special case we are going to learn in the upcoming lectures. So these three are the main basic components of a computer system. Okay.